It's time to get problematic, y'all. This is not a bait title. I wasn't going to even do another live until like last week. But I see the fuckery and the bullshit has started already. This is usually temporary. Wait a minute, then try again. Misinformed generation. Looking all cracked out. So this is what I mean when I say that the blacks could give zero fucks about George Floyd. I could be talking about something like really prolific. I could be, informing people about something really, mind-blowing. But the main concern of most people in the broadcast is it a man? Is it a woman? Is it a man? You're going to die. Somebody's at your door and someone's about to murder you. But your main concern is it a man? Is it a woman? Honey, I'm whatever you want me to be. That's not the concern here. The concern here is that the blacks, and when I say the blacks, I consider myself black too, but some people don't consider me black. They consider me black when it's convenient. But I just really got to speak my mind on this shit because this is some shit that's it's gonna happen over and over again. It's gonna happen. It's gonna continue to happen. And when I say it's going to happen, meaning police brutality, meaning the fact that I'm watching the riots. And I'm watching people in Minneapolis rioting. And I'm asking myself, what the fuck are you rioting for? The fuck is in this generation of people, they're so misinformed, so uneducated. It's just like a generation of degenerates and illiterate narcissists, that's controlled by social media. And if you don't believe what I'm saying, just look in the comments. I'm not gonna even look in the comments right now because I really am just trying to. I'm trying to piece myself together about how I can really get this message across because I'm not gonna be distracted by incompetent idiots that are more concerned about if I'm wearing a wig, if I'm wearing a weave, if my contacts are real, if I've had a nose job. Honey, all this right here, this is external. This right here does not matter. This here matters, the skin. Because at the end of the day, and this is me speaking honestly as a black trans person, and I'm gonna give you guys the scenarios just so you can, just so I can break it down for y'all, because I really want y'all to really get the pinnacle of this broadcast. This is not for so I can get views and have a kiki with you all. Okay. As a black trans person in America, I'm going to give you a scenario. I have two choices. I can go down this street. I can go down the street with a whole bunch of black folks. Okay? Heterosexual, straight, black folks. Or I can go down the street that has nothing but Trump supporters. What I'm trying to tell you is that as a black trans woman, I'm not safe either way. Because, and that's fucked up. That's what I'm trying to say. That's fucked up. The reason why that's fucked up is because when things like this happen, how is that any different? That man putting his putting his knee on his neck, on George Floyd's neck. How is that any different than the black on black crime that happens? How is that any different than when someone like the lady India that was in Detroit when she got killed by her boyfriend 8 months ago? There wasn't an outcry then. Kanika Jenkins, there wasn't an outcry then. You know why there wasn't an outcry? Because of the fact that they were black and they were killed by, or presumed to be killed by someone that's not white. And the only time I've noticed in this community that we make a big uproar, that we want to riot, is when it's someone of another race, preferably white, that's killed them. Because we're so conditioned to value everything that's not black, that even in death, we can't acknowledge the black on black crime that's happening every single day. Brothers killing brothers, sisters killing sisters, but yet, oh, he got killed by a white man. Oh, shit. I'm mad. I'm gonna go riot. And that is a fact. That is a fact. I want you guys to really grasp what I'm trying to say here. The fact of the matter is that when you guys go and riot and shit, that does nothing. I was listening to the police commissioner, and he was talking about the fact that the majority of the rioters in Minneapolis were not from Minneapolis. Ain't that something? Niggas was just out there rioting because they wanted to loot. They could have give a fuck about if it was a George Floyd, if it was a Sandra Bland, and that's the truth of the matter. The only reason they don't riot for trans people is because they can't even riot for their own people. They can't even riot when a black woman is killed by her black husband. They can't even riot when a black man is killed in Cincinnati by a serial killer on Facebook Live, but nobody hears about that because that's black on black. That's all I want to say. Y'all making up this whole riot about, oh, I'm mad now. I'm mad. Honey, black lives still do not matter. The whole movement is a joke. Because you know why the whole movement is a joke? Because you guys want to get upset when a white officer kills a black person, but then you can't get upset when your own kill each other. What the fuck? So, if you can't get upset about that, if you can't make a riot about that, then just explain to me. Just explain to me how you're going to start a riot and that's going to make a difference. Why do I say that, Kiki? I say that because of the fact that I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired of these black folks making up this big rah-rah and everything when they don't give a fuck. They really don't give a fuck. All they want to do is go out and loot. Get some free shit. Because if they gave a fuck, if they really gave a fuck, George Zimmerman would be 6 feet under. If they gave a fuck, we would not have this motherfucker that's president right now. if they really give a fuck, then let's see. The majority of black males between the age of 14 to 45, and I should know this because I'm a black male myself. Yes, exactly. You ask them what they want to do. Oh, I rap. I'm in music. Ain't nothing wrong with doing music, but you know what? The problem is that a lot of these laws are getting changed because we're not in the position of power, because we're trying to be rappers. We're trying to do music. You know, you got 50,000 niggas trying to do the same thing. But then you have all these people that are not black and, you know, these power positions, the state legislator, you know, getting these things passed. And all we're doing is protesting. And guess what we're doing? We're protesting and we're breaking up shit in our own community. This is going to go past half you all's head because I understand that this is a generation of individuals, Generation Z, even some of Generation X, that were raised by social media. You know, your thinking can only go so far. You know, this is the Twitter generation. You know, this is the generation that sees something on Twitter and they run with it. This is the generation that will come into this post and spend a whole 45 minutes talking about the fact, is that motherfucker a nigga? Or is that motherfucker a female? I don't know. I just want to know. Meanwhile, you got motherfuckers that are changing laws. You got motherfuckers that are basically, unbeknownst to you, making it harder for your black ass to exist. I said what I said, and I'm not taking it back. Until there's a change, until you guys can start, you know, valuing human life, all human black life, you know, because I'm going to tell you one thing. I am tired of only being acknowledged by black folks when they want to get their hair done, when they want some fashion tips. I'm tired of being acknowledged by black men when he want to come through and get some head, when he want to come through and chill. But then in death, do y'all know who Malaysia Booker is? Probably don't know who Malaysia Booker is. But Malaysia Booker was the trans woman that was killed last year in front of that whole riot, you know, when she was getting beat up by those black men. And I'm going to tell some of you trannies that are watching this, y'all need to start strapping. These niggas do not give a fuck about you. And you have to understand something. My fashion may suck, but it's going to suck when you're laying face down. When you're laying face down because you've been shot by a police officer. That's what's going to suck. See, that's what I'm talking about. I can't even read the comments and everything. But what I have to understand, what we need to understand here is that there's a division that's going on. There's a division, and when an oppressed person, that's what most of you people are in these comments here. When an oppressed person basically oppresses another person in their sector, that is what you call lateral violence. Some of you guys may know this is black on black violence. And it does nothing, you know, but I know what it does. It makes you the oppressor. So you are no better than that white man that had his knee on George Floyd's neck. Okay. You're no better than that. And see, I may be doing a lot of talking, a lot of yang, but see, I speak a lot of truth because I can't really feel proud of being black half of the time because, you know, the race that I identify as or that I was born as won't hold me down. So guess what I say to y'all? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you and your George Floyd. Fuck you and your Sandra Bland. Fuck you and your Trayvon. Because guess what? You don't give a fuck about us, so we're not going to give a fuck about you. And that's the way it's going to be. Fuck you. Okay? Cry me a river, motherfuckers, because y'all don't give a fuck about anyone else but yourself. But you know what? Until that changes, then y'all gonna be over there, we're gonna be over here. Okay? That's all I gotta say. Fuck. I said the fuck what I said. And I ain't taking it back, motherfuckers.